Good morning, everybody. It's me. I thought I would share with you my little library. I do call it a little library because it's not like the giant, downtown libraries that you normally go to. But it's still pretty big. When people come in and they look at this, they're like, oh my god. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. And then we have this shelf. Now, 90% of these books I actually have read. There are some in here that I've bought and never actually got around to reading it. And then my little top decorations. I actually embroidered that pillow. That was a lot of work. Nah. So, this is kind of like weird forbidden knowledge and, Ghosts for Dummies and various other spiritually inclined books. And then, of course, you have my little shelf of computer stuff. And then I have all fantasy, science fiction, mystery, kids, youngins, young adult, I guess is what you would call it. Harry Potter, of course, I guess you all recognize that. A lot of books that are really, really awesome. And then, the really big books that don't actually fit on any one shelf. And cookbooks. Cookbooks are also here. And this is one of my pride and joys. They're heavy as sin when you're trying to move them. But they're Mysteries of the Unknown. I got them like 20 years ago. Excellent resource for the strange and unusual. Mythology, forbidden science, all that sort of good stuff. More forbidden science. Mystery, history, historical fantasy, horror. I don't know if you can see the Stephen King in there somewhere. And then mystery. The Cat Who series is awesome, quick reads. Then Indiana Jones stuff. These guys I borrowed. I have to give them back sometime eventually. But they're really, really, so from what I started, they're really awesome. Then more stuff, Naomi Wolf. These ones are kind of like movie-based books. I always find that the books are better than the actual movie because they got more descriptive. This is my all-time very favorite book ever. Gil's All Fright Diner. I want to make sure y'all get to be able to see this author because it's really important. I love this guy. The rest of his books are not as awesome as this one here. As you can see, it's well worn. Pages are kind of gibbled. But, still awesome book. And let's see if I can do this. No. Zombie occurrences. Never know what be lurking in the freezer. No. Let's see if I can get a still shot of this here. No. But, anyway, I'll tell you about Gil's in a minute. Then more movies and books. These guys, The Doomsday Brunette, and Radioactive Redhead, Flaxen Femme Fatale. These books are awesome. He's got bulletproof underwear. Need I say more? Name of the Rose and Umberto Eco books are always good. Hard, solid reads. And then, of course, you got the Spider Robinson and the Callahan Chronicles. I was highly addicted to him, and I finally bought the book. It's an omnibus of 3 of his previous books. And they're really awesome. And then, of course, Young Adult, X-Men, Serenity, Riddick. He's my all-time favorite guy. Demolition Man, Willow, the Diablo series. I can hardly wait until Diablo 3 comes out. The Mummy. And sorry about the glare. I wish I could fix it, but my window is right there. And then, these are all the classics that I've read. Classics like Jane Eyre, and then The Last of the Mohicans, King Solomon's Mine, Frankenstein, and then of course Tolkien, you know him. I hope you do. You know, Tomb Raider, fun. These books I showed in a earlier film, or video, probably Halloween. They're called Bunnicula. The Bunnicula Chronicles. Mary Riley, Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights. Anyway, that's my collection. And I have read most of these. And I have read... There's a few in here that I've bought and I haven't read yet, but I haven't gotten around to it. Lots and lots of stuff to do. I've been really, really busy this last year, so I haven't actually sat down and watched a lot of movies, but read a lot of books. I do watch a lot of movies as well, and I play video games and such, but one of these things, like, this is like an entire lifetime collection of books. I'm planning on getting more, expanding it a little bit, but I have a very small apartment, so I can't put them everywhere. I have to put them very specifically back where I find them. Otherwise, they land on the floor and on shelves and any flat surface, and then I kind of lose them. They get, you know, buried under everything else. Anyway, so I thought I would show you my giant, or my little library, and I will talk to you all later. Oh, Gil's Fright Diner. Okay, so this book, I've said it is my very favorite book ever, and it is. There's a werewolf named Duke and a vampire named Earl, and they go through this little town, and they stop at this diner. It's an all-night diner, of course, and it turns out that there is a teenager who is trying to run the owner of Gil's Diner out by using, you know, the dark arts. And hilarity ensues, and there's like zombie cows, which how can you go wrong? If there's a book that contains zombie cows, you have to read it. I mean, it's just vampire vultures, or turkeys, and yeah, Chupacabra is in there. He makes a very quick appearance. But of all the books that I've ever read, I found this one to be the most hysterical book I've ever read, and the most enjoyable, and most imaginative too. Anyway, so I'm definitely leaving you, and I will talk to you all later. I hope you enjoyed the library. If you have any questions, you can always, you know, talk to me, email me, and all that sort of good stuff. See ya.